Hello everyone, let's try this question. This question says that express f1, f2 and f3 as a Cartesian vector and after that determine the magnitude of resultant force and its direction measured counterclockwise from the positive x-axis. So let me draw a diagram. This is nothing but our vertical axis and this is nothing but our horizontal axis. This is basically plus y and this is nothing but our plus x, and this is nothing but negative x and this is nothing but negative y. So this is basically our f3 force, which has the magnitude of 750 Newton, and this vector makes an angle of 45 degree with positive y-axis. Similarly, this is our 625 Newton force and it is F2, and this vector makes an angle of 30 degree with negative y-axis. And similarly, this is basically our F1 force, which has the magnitude of 850 Newton, and the triangle given to us. This is basically the triangle. This is nothing but our 3, and this is 4, and this is 5. So So let's resolve the vector one by one. This is basically our F3 force, which makes an angle of 45 degree with positive y-axis. And the value of F3 according to the equation it is nothing but the 750. Okay, so this is basically our 750 Newton. So the x component of 750 Newton is draw like this. This is basically the x component of 750 Newton, and this is nothing but the vertical component of 750 Newton. If you are confused that how can I draw the components of vector like this, so please click on the link which is appeared on the top right of the screen. This is nothing but fx, which is equal to negative f into sine of theta. So why I am putting the negative sign here? Because the component of fx is acting along the negative x-axis. That's why I put the negative sign here. But what about the sine theta here? I put sine theta because the angle is measured from the y-axis. That's why I put sine theta in the x component and cos theta in the y component. Okay, so this is nothing but the value of f. It is nothing but the 750 into sine 45 degree. So it will become negative 530.33 I cap Newton. I represents the direction of fx along the x-axis. That's why. Similarly, fy, which is equal to positive f into cos of theta. Why I'm put the cos of theta in the y component? Because the angle is measured from the y-axis. That's why I put cos theta in the y component. Okay, so the value of f it is nothing but the 750, and the theta it is nothing but the 45 degree. So 750 into cos 45 degree. So that it will become 530.33 j cap Newton. So this is basically the Cartesian form or the vectorial form of the 750 Newton, and it may be written as F3, which is equal to minus F30.33 I cap plus 530.33 J cap Newton. This is basically the Cartesian form or the vectorial form of the F3. So let's talk about the F2. So this is basically our F2 force, which has the magnitude of 625 Newton. And this F2 force makes an angle 30 degree with negative y-axis. So the components of F2 are drawn like this. This is basically the horizontal component of F2 and this is nothing but the vertical component of F2. The horizontal component here and the vertical component both lying in the vertical direction. So they both becomes negative and it may be written as Fx, which is equal to negative f into sine of theta, and similarly Fy, which is equal to negative f into cos of theta. Why I'm putting the sine theta in the x component? Because this 30 degree angle of 6 to 5 Newton measured from the y-axis. That's why I put sine theta in the x component and I put cos theta in the y component. Okay, so the value of f it is nothing but the 6 to 5 and the theta it is nothing but the 30 degree. Similarly, this one are also written as negative 6 to 5 into cos of 30 degree. So the value of fx it may be written as negative 312.5 I cap Newton, and similarly the value of Fy are written as negative 541.26 J cap Newton. This is basically the Cartesian form of F2. So this is basically F2, which is equal to negative 312.5 I cap Newton, negative 541.26 J cap Newton. So what about the F1? So this is basically the F1. So now the components of F1 are drawn like this. This is basically the horizontal component of F1 and this is nothing but the vertical component of F1. So the Fx, which is equal to positive f into cos of theta, and similarly the Fy, which is equal to negative f into sine of theta. So by the help of the triangle we can easily determine the value of cos theta and the sine theta. So we know that the positive f into the cos theta, it is nothing but the base upon hypotenuse, and similarly the sine theta, it is nothing but the perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So this is basically our theta and this is basically our the 90-degree angle. So the 4 present here, it is basically our base. Why? Because where two angles meet each other in a triangle, so that side are known as the base. And the opposite side of this theta, it is nothing but the perpendicular. And the opposite side of the 90-degree, it is basically our hypotenuse. Okay. So it will become fx, which is equal to the value of f. It is nothing but the 850 into the value of base, it is nothing but the 4, and the value of hypotenuse, it is nothing but the 5. So 850 into 4 and divided by 5. So it will become 680 I cap Newton. And similarly, Fy, which is equal to negative 850 into perpendicular. The value of perpendicular is nothing but d3 and the value of hypotenuse it is nothing but d5. So negative 850 into 3 and divided by 5. So it will become negative 510 J cap Newton. So the Cartesian form or the vectorial form of F1 are written as 680I with negative 510 J cap Newton. Now our first part is completed. Our second part is determine the magnitude of resultant force and its direction measured counterclockwise from the positive x-axis, and for that we erase some extra things. Now let's find out the second part, that is determine the magnitude of resultant force. So for that we are going to add all the x component together, that is frx, and after that all the y component together, that is fry. So for frx we are going to add all the x component together. So it will become 680 I cap, negative 312.5 I cap, negative 530.33 I cap. So the frx is equal to negative 162.83 I cap Newton. This is basically the value of frx. For the fry, we are going to add all the y component together. So it will become negative 510 J cap with negative 541.26 J cap with positive 530.33 J cap. So that it will become negative 520.93 J cap Newton. This is basically the value of fry. So the vectorial form or the Cartesian form of the resultant vector are written as negative 162.83 I cap Newton with negative 520.93 J cap Newton. This is basically the vectorial form of the Fr. Now what about its magnitude form? So the magnitude of Fr are written as 162.83 whole square with positive 520.93 whole square. So grab the calculator, put the values into it and solve it for the magnitude of Fr. So the magnitude of Fr are written as 545.78 Newton. This is basically the Cartesian form of the resultant vector and this is basically the magnitude form of the resultant vector. Now let's find out the direction of the resultant vector, and for that we draw a diagram. So this is basically our the vertical axis and this is nothing but our horizontal axis. So this is basically the frx, because the value of frx it is nothing but negative 162.833 I cap Newton, and this is nothing but our fry. and the value of FRY, it is nothing but negative 520.93 J cap Newton. So the resultant vector of these two vectors are drawn like this. This is basically the resultant vector. So we are going to find out its direction or the angle of the resultant vector measured from the positive x-axis. So the formula for calculating the angle of resultant vector measured from the x-axis, not the positive x-axis, but the x-axis. It may be written as tangent theta, which is equal to Fy upon Fx. So this is basically the formula, and by the help of this formula we easily calculate the angle of resultant vector measured from the x-axis, whether it is positive x-axis or negative x-axis, but in this case it is basically negative x-axis. And similarly, the formula for calculating the angle of resultant vector measured from the y-axis, whether it is positive y or negative y, it may be written as tangent theta, which is equal to Fx upon Fy. And this is basically, in this case, this is nothing but the negative y-axis. So if I apply this formula first, so it may be written as tangent theta, which is equal to the value of Fy, it is nothing but 520.93. And similarly, the value of Fx, it is nothing but negative 162.833. So it is negative 162.833. So shift tangent to the opposite side so that it will become theta, which is equal to tangent inverse negative 520.93 divided by negative 162.833. So, the value of theta is equal to 72.64 degree. So, this theta, it is nothing but the 72.64 degree. Okay. And we are calculating the angle of resultant vector measured from the positive x-axis. So the angle between the positive x and negative x, it is nothing but the 180 degree. So if we add 180 degree plus 72.64 degree, we will get 252.64 degree. This angle, this is nothing but 252.64 degree. This is one way to solve this question. Another way to solve this question is here, that is tangent theta, which is equal to Fx upon Fy. So the value of Fx, it is nothing but 162.833, and similarly the value of Fy, it is nothing but negative 520.93. Similarly, shift tangent to the opposite side so that it will become theta, which is equal to tangent inverse negative 162.833 divided by negative 520.93. So the answer of this expression is equal to, this is nothing but 17.38 degree. Okay. Now this is basically our resultant vector diagram, and this theta, it is nothing but 17.35 degree. So let me draw a diagram. This is basically our diagram, and this is nothing but our resultant vector. And this theta, it is nothing but 17.38 degree. And we are measuring the angle of resultant vector from the positive x-axis. So this whole angle, it is nothing but the 270 degree. So if we subtract 270 degree with 17.38 degree, we will get 252.64 degree. So your question has been solved here, and your concept too. Okay. So please like, comment and share it with your friends too, and subscribe it.